it's Patty Bennett again with pattystamps.com. Today I am so excited to share this adorable Christmas card with you. Isn't this just the cutest thing? These little elf shoes. I just love it. I received this idea as a Christmas card from my friend Robin last year, and I just knew that my ladies would really enjoy making this in our Christmas card class this month. So I am so excited to show it to them and have them make it as well. The little boots are adorable, but they're just a little bit tricky to figure out. So once you figure them out, they're easy to make, and I thought I would just share that tip with you. So what you'll want to do is start out with the top note die shape from Stampin' Up! And I have heard it's our best-selling die. It is so versatile. I love putting it on the inside of cards. When I cut it out in Whisper White, it gives me a really great area to write. But we are going to make those cute elf boots with this. So I've used real red cardstock and run it through the Big Shot. And then what we're going to do is cut it. So I have my paper trimmer here, and it's a little bit tricky if you have ever tried to cut right to the point. Sometimes it kind of will wrinkle up that point. So I want to give you a little tip, because what we want to do is cut from point to point and point to point. So instead of taking your cutting blade and going straight up and hitting that point, what you can do is place the blade in the center somewhere and come down and then go back up. And that way you have not dented that point at all. So then we're just going to do the other half. And here I'm just going to start from the top and go down. And same with this one. Now this is actually going to give me enough for 4 of the little elf boots. Since we're doing a Stamp-A-Stack and everybody makes 2 cards in my class, they're going to need all 4 pieces. If you were making 1 card, you would just need 2 of the pieces. So to help you visualize a little bit better, once I've cut the top note die, here's a pair of the elf boots and here's another pair. So if you're just going to make 1 card, then you just need to worry about the 2 halves. And what you're going to do is take your 1 1/4 inch circle punch and you're going to make a notch out of here. And I thought what would be helpful is to make little templates that I would have out in class, so that at first, when you're first doing this, it's a little bit tricky to decide exactly where you're going to do that punch. So if you just draw that on each half, once you get that kind of in the right place, then it's much easier to put this in your punch. Remember, use your punch upside down, because that's going to show you exactly where you need to punch, and punch that out, and there you have 1 half or 1 boot. And let's do that with the other one. If you get a little bit of pencil mark on there, just use your eraser to remove that. So you can see here that to draw your own template, it's about 1/2 inch away from the straight side is where you would want to start that 1 1/4 inch circle punch. And that'll help you get your template done, and then just hang on to that so that if you want to make these again, that they will come out even with each other. You can see here that on the background of the card, I have embossed the Whisper White cardstock with the Stripes embossing folder. Now that's available for a limited time in the Stampin' Up! Holiday Catalog. So you would want to put your piece of Whisper White cardstock inside the embossing folder and run it through the Big Shot, and then you will get the striped background piece. On top of that white piece, I have layered these 2 polka dot pieces, And those are just 3/4 of an inch by 3 inches. You could get away with a little bit shorter, but it's easy when you cut the 12 by 12 cardstock to measure in 3-inch lengths, and then you get an even amount of pieces. So then I put them down like that with one higher and one lower. So you can see there that it's kind of like he's jumping. Isn't that cute? I love it. And then for the little ruffles, that is just another piece of designer paper from one of the stacks, and you could use any color you want. You could also either use this new flower punch with the 5 petals, or you might have this one already, and this has the 6 petals. You can use either one, and you're going to just punch it. And then with your paper snips, you're going to cut off 3 petals, and that becomes the cute little bit there at the top of his boot. So you'll do that twice and do both boots, and then if you want to add the little touch of ribbon there, that's fun. And then this is the 1/2-inch circle punch with some silver glimmer paper on the toes. And then this cute little tag, this comes from a new package of tags that's also in the Stampin' Up! Holiday catalog, and it's called Pretty Presents Designer Tags. So I've just used the green stripe one, and I wanted it a little bit shorter than how it is in the package. So I used the scallop border punch and just put it in there and clipped off that much, and then it shortened it just a little, plus it gave it a cute extra little scallop. And then the stamp, love this new set. This is Christmas Messages, again in the holiday catalog, and I used Oh What Fun, because isn't that just too much fun? And I stamped it on Whisper White and then punched it out with the same 1 1/4 inch circle punch. So there you have it. Thank you, Robin, for this adorable idea. I hope you'll enjoy making this for a Christmas card this year as well.